What's up, everybody? It's your boy Wes Grant, and you're watching Suburban Nerd. This is the channel where I give my nerd reviews on today's nerd news, but I also give my reviews on movies. And today's movie we're watching, or what we're giving a review on, is, yes, you guessed it, Jurassic World 2. So let me just stop this music before, they copyright the crap out of this and cut this video off. but yes, I'm gonna do, the way I do this now, it's a different format. I give the 5 things that I liked about the movie, and the 5 little grabs of the things that I thought didn't work for the movie. So I'm just gonna start off real quick just to get this video going. And number 5 is the world of Jurassic Park. We are back, and it feels good. Jurassic World, even though we're only on the island for a brief moment, you feel the whole thing of the animals, the dinosaurs taking over, and it feels like legit. Like, this is how Jurassic Park is supposed to be. Not with these little roller coaster rides, not with these little kids riding little triceratops or whatever. This is supposed to be a world like the Lost World or the Badlands, like in Marvel, where the dinosaurs run free in a little island or a little section of Antarctica or Antarctica or something like that. So I like the dinosaurs. That was great. The world seemed real. We're back in Jurassic World, and it felt good. The 4th thing that about the movie that I liked, there was actually moments where you felt bad for the dinosaurs. Like, they did a great job. In the other movies, not too many that you felt sorry for the dinosaurs, but in this one, you kind of did. With the whole animal trafficking that's going on in the real world now, you see this and you feel legit sorry for them, especially when a volcano actually erupts and is just going down the mountain, and there was like a brachiosaurus or brontosaurus, whatever it is. You see the smoke or ash cover it, and then you see it just standing up, and you hear it. Sort of sounded like a whale, but yeah, you felt bad for it. And then as you see the lava coming up, you can see it getting closer because you see the flashes of light or the sparks from the lava. You've definitely felt sorry for it, and yeah, you got the feels right there. You're like, oh man, why you gotta do them like that? You gonna burn alive with lava? That ain't a good way to go. But yeah, the dinosaurs, you felt sorry for them, and that's a great thing about this movie. They had you feel empathy for these dinosaurs that are like wild animals. Wild animals, just like you can't mess. People like seeing at the zoo the lions or panda bears or koalas, but those things is vicious, man. Koala will rip your face off, and they spit in your face. Yo, koalas ain't as nice as people make them out to be. Koalas is not the nicest things. So I'm telling you right now, if you see a koala, do not go up to it. Do not try and pick it up. They will go after you, man. They will take you down. So that being said, just like a dinosaur, it's like they're vicious animals. But as you see with Chris Pratt and Blue, if you kind of train it from the beginning, they can be domesticated. I can't remember how to say it. But yes, number 3 is there's legit kind of spooky, creepy moments. Like, there's this moment where these little, how do you say, is it Bryce Dallas? Yeah, Bryce Dallas Howard. Is she down there? Or yeah, I think she's there. She's down there with this tech guy in this little section, and the power goes out, and then all of a sudden the lava starts flowing down, dripping, and there's this monster coming up in this tube, and we've seen it in the trailers. But it's like they're like, what's going on? All oblivious until finally that thing's creeping up on them. As you see the sparks and the lava's falling down, and it creeps up. And I'm saying, if you have kids, that would have been definitely a scary moment for them. It wasn't a scary moment for me, but I definitely got the vibe. I was feeling it as far as the way they were doing it. That I will give them props for. They really did, at certain points, come correct and come good with the whole, just like the vibe or the ambiance of what they were trying to do with the whole spookiness. Definitely, like I said, there was creepy moments sprinkled throughout that, little kids with you, they'd probably be putting their heads in your shoulder or whatever. But definitely, I liked it. Number 3. No, that was number 3, actually. Number 2, the moral dilemma. They go off on the whole, animal rights and animal trafficking, and they hit hard on it. And they make you feel like, okay, should we let this, like, unnatural race of like say dinosaurs die out because there's volcanoes coming down, or should we save them and maybe put them in a park or something like that? But we saw what happened before, like when we put them in a park and they couldn't be contained. So do we just let them die off and go extinct like they were before, or do we save them? And that was one of those things where you were wondering, like, in the real world, if we had that, would we save them? That's the one that I liked about that. I liked the fact that they actually had you thinking, like, I don't know, maybe I would, maybe I wouldn't, but I'm not too sure. I don't know. But that was great about it. Like I said, I liked that they had you actually thinking about the dinosaurs in another light instead of these monsters. They're trying to kill everybody. My number one thing that I liked about this movie in general was Chris Pratt. Chris Pratt and Blue. They showed on a video, and they showed them growing up, and it made you feel like, you know, like how you training like your dog. Like, people think pit bulls are vicious animals, that they kill people, and everyone thinks that, like, pit bulls are the worst things to actually have around your children, when it's really not that case. It's the way you train them. If you treat them good, just like if you have a kid, if you show your kid bad things, if you show your kid and have him, like, show him just negative, then when he goes into the world, he's gonna give negative. And with Blue, you saw that he was actually trying to teach him. Like, at some point before, when he showed weakness, Blue would jump on him and attack. Until after, like, training him for a while, he'd go like this, and then Blue would go up to him and feel empathy. Like, are you hurt? Just put his nose up. And they did a great job of conveying this. And then a part of my number one as well is the new dinosaur. I can't remember what they called this thing, but this thing was sick. In the first one, I didn't like it because it was like too OP. It was crazy OP. It could go camouflage. It could, like, it could unhinge. It could talk. It could do everything. Everything you wanted this dinosaur to do, it could do. This one, it's like it was using a tap like the raptors for the sound to hear things, like, fine. And it was smart. And it seemed more of a real dinosaur than a one from the last Jurassic World. And I liked it. I liked the design of it. It looked crazy, looked creepy. It was fast, and it definitely took down some things. And as far as plus, that's the best thing. If you're introducing something new, you're introducing a new dinosaur. If it works for the person, then bam, you've accomplished what you wanted to. Like, bam, you're gonna get those toys. You're gonna get those toys with the raptors and this new dinosaur. Great. And this dinosaur was, because it had Blue genes in it. It had that empathy, and it was kind of crazy the way it just messed with things. It played dead. It would freak people out. It was smart. It was really smart, and a little too. It's kind of scary smart, but hey, I liked it. That being said, I'm going to my gripes or my issues with it. Number 5. The reason why Bryce Dallas Howard's character, the one that was in charge of Jurassic World, is there, and the reason Chris Pratt gets brought back, it's a little iffy. Them bringing them back for the reason that they brought them back is still a little iffy. Like, the bad guys, they wanted to get Blue and all that, and they said they need to know the way around the park, whatever. Get someone that designed it, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Like, the architects that made it. Maybe they might know. But that being said, I will give it a pass because, you know what? As a person that's in charge of it, you're supposed to know the place in and out. You're supposed to know where to go, all the little hidden, like, sections or whatever. So I'll let that pass. It works in a point. Like, it makes sense. I'm not saying it's the best thing, but it makes sense as far as why they bring her on. And as far as Chris Pratt, just so that they can kind of lower the guard down for Blue. That's the only reason why they had him. They don't need him to talk it down. They just got him there just to lead him to Blue so they could trank the crap out of him. My number 4 reason or issue that I had with the show. How the hell is Chris Pratt outrunning a volcano ash avalanche? Ash and lava avalanche. I'm sorry, but there was just a volcano explosion in Hawaii, or over in the Hawaiian Islands, just like a couple weeks ago. A town was wiped out in an instant. You know how fast a volcano goes. 435 miles an hour is how fast an ash can go through a whole town. And you're telling me this dude's just barely keeping in front of an ash, volcano, lava, Avalanche, I'm sorry. It just doesn't work that way. They showed it in the trailer, and even in the trailer I already knew, like, okay, that doesn't make sense. How is he keeping up with that? How are dinosaurs not getting swallowed? This thing should have been, this shouldn't have been him, like, it should have been like, oh my god, burn, dead. Everybody's gone. That's what it should have been, but I understand you gotta make it theatrical and have all this tense moments or whatever, and they did show a little too much in the trailers, because the whole part where they're getting in the ball, and then this dinosaur's about to eat them, Tyrannosaurus Rex comes up and saves them. Yeah, Tyrannosaurus Rex does that a lot, but that isn't one of the gripes. I'm just saying they showed it in the trailer, and maybe that would have been exciting, even though we know Tyrannosaurus Rex is like their bud, because for some reason he's always there in the nick of time when they need him. I swear they must have this dude on their speed dial, like, yo, some dinosaurs going after me, yo, boop, 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 boop. Yeah, it just makes no sense. It's like plot convenience. I'm sorry, just maybe plot armor is what they call that. Anytime there's always something. So there was the stakes as far as the main characters. You really didn't feel them, but that being said, the outrunning the volcano was the main thing. I was like, just no. Number 3, the villains were one-dimensional. There was no moment where they was... After seeing Infinity War, Thanos, the development with him, Killmonger, the development with him. I understand that's Marvel, but I'm just saying, these guys were just... Let's sell these monsters, sell these dinosaurs on the thing. The general, the guy that's in front of it. And I understand they do that. Why? Because in the end, you know the bad guy always gets it by the dinosaurs. Yes, that happens. But you could at least have them have like a reason. Not make it like, okay, you're cheering, you're looking forward, because it makes it seem like they make him really bad and an asshole just for the sake of when he gets killed or mauled by a dinosaur. You're like, yeah! And I'm sorry, like, when you're showing your kids, you want your kid cheering and rooting, yeah! Rip him to shreds! Rip him to shreds! I'm sorry, but that's just a little crazy for me. But, yeah, they're one-dimensional, and it was a slow pacing. It was going good in the first one. There's a lot of things, explosion, the dinosaurs creeping up, them running, jumping on the ship, and then it just slows down once they get to the island. Just starts being the auctioning, and then the guy, and then the reason that the guy that was in charge of the estate finding, oh, surprise, he's evil. But yeah, it moved really slow. Third act, it picked up a little bit, but at the same time, it slowed down to a halt, and I just was like, and it was hard because I came back after like a 12 to 14 hour day of work, and I fell asleep for the first 5 to 10 minutes until it started, the explosion with the volcano and stuff started happening. So I stayed awake for the most of it, but it was slowing down. That's all I gotta say. Number 2, it was super predictable. The moments were super predictable. Like I said, the dinosaurs, whenever they were in an issue, dinosaur come up and save them. Blue came up and saved them. Every time someone was in danger, some dinosaur came and saved them somehow. It just happened. There was no moments where it's like you felt worried about them because you already knew that there was no stakes. And I'm sorry, but that's just what it was. There was really no stakes. It was it definitely still was fun. I enjoyed the movie, but as far as there was no stakes, there was no one you worried about really. Even the side characters, if they killed that, grand, bam, you caught me off guard. I didn't know you were gonna kill a little side character that and means nothing. I don't even know if you're gonna have him in a sequel. But regardless, the dinosaurs. It's like Blue and the Tyrannosaurus Rex was their peoples. It always there to save them in a nick of time whenever they needed it. I'm sorry, but like I said, it was just predictable. Last of all, my number 1 gripe and reason why I had issues with this movie was not enough Jeff Goldblum. I'm sorry, you showed him in the trailer. I wanted more of him. Their life finds a way to fuck you over. That's pretty much what I want to say. Like, he was in the beginning talking about maybe we shouldn't save these dinosaurs. They had naturally selected, killed off, and that's what's happening again. Mother Nature decided, nah, we don't want them on this earth, so let's just let that happen. And that's all you see him for. They had him speaking all in these trailers. They showed him so much. I could have sworn he was gonna be in like 1/3. Not even. He was in like the first 3 minutes, and I wanted more. I want more Jeff Goldblum in everything. Put him in the Fast and Furious. Put him in, I don't know, the next Jack Reacher. Put him in Spiderman, Venom, Marvel. He was already in Marvel. Put him in, I don't know, DC. Make him Joker, Riddler. I don't care. I just want more Jeff Goldblum. Give him to me. I want it. Not like that, but I want him in the movies. But that being said, that's pretty much my 5 things that I liked, 5 things that I had issues with gripes with. And that's pretty much it for my review, or spoiler review, of Jurassic World 2. So remember to, if you want to, comment down below to talk. If you agree with what I say, thank you, and comment down below. If you don't, tell me why you don't. Comment down below. Remember, put on notification. Subscribe. Check out my last movie review. Check out my playlist of all my movie reviews. And remember, I'm Wes Grant. You're watching Sup Urban Nerd, and you've just been nerdified. Catch you guys on the next movie review.